An atomic bomb might have an explosive yield measured in kilotons of TNT or thousands of TNT. A hydrogen bomb, by contrast, delivers energy in megatons, millions of tons of TNT equivalent. In other words, a single hydrogen bomb can be thousands of times more powerful than the Hiroshima atomic bomb. To build such a device, scientists typically pack a fission bomb, that is, the primary, next to fusion fuel, that is, the secondary. When the primary explodes, it creates a blazing cascade of radiation pressure that compresses and ignites the fusion fuel, setting off a chain reaction almost beyond comprehension. The first hydrogen bomb test conducted by the United States in 1952 yielded an explosion 700 times greater than Hiroshima bomb. Later designs became even more devastating, capable of wiping entire cities off the map and altering global weather patterns from nuclear fallout. The largest hydrogen bomb ever tested, the Soviet Union's Tsar bomb in 1961, had a destructive force of about 50 megatons, so powerful that its shock waves circled the earth multiple times. Unlike chemical weapons or conventional nuclear bombs, hydrogen bombs represent a fundamentally different scale of danger. Entire civilization level destruction in a single device. On last festive season, there were scores of paisa vasool schemes on offer on everything from plasma TV sets to luxury apartments, from hand wash detergents to moong ki dal. Among the many phrases in the vernacular which have no adequate translation into English, the term paisa vasool is preeminent. An approximate interpretation would be to get one's money's worth. But there is much more to paisa vasool than just getting one's money's worth. Paisa vasool conveys the irresistible lure of getting something for nothing, getting a freebie. And getting a freebie is something no Indian can resist. Buy a TV and get two widgets free. Buy a 3 BHK apartment and get a car free. Buy 10 kilogram Khushbu finest basmati rice and get a sari free. You might have no need of a new TV right now, but if you were getting two widgets for free along with it, didn't it make sense to save the cost of two widgets and go and buy the TV, even if you don't have the faintest notion of what a widget was or what you were going to do with two of them after you would got them even for free? Or you might not be in the market for 10 kilogram rice having just gone on a cereal less diet. But what with the sari free, could you really afford not to buy the Khushbur or Khubsurat price? You never know when you would wear that sari, as there are so many awaiting your attention in the wardrobe. So let us go for broke, literally buying that TV set, that detergent, that chawal, that what you call it, that we don't really need or want apart from the lure of the paisa vasool factor. But at the end of all the vasooling, don't be surprised if you have no paisa left. In June 2025, the nation was shocked when a young tennis star was shot dead by her own father, pumping four bullets into her back while she was in the kitchen preparing food, most probably for him, as her mother was indisposed. His justification was that people in the village were mocking him for living off his daughter, and she refused to listen to him on closing down the tennis academy. Whatever may be the reason, the fact remains that in our country we give a lot of importance to log kya kahenge. The log here can encompass people ranging from the ubiquitous relatives, neighbors, friends, and to passers-by. I remember another story that I often shared in my class. The story goes, a farmer came into town and asked the owner of a restaurant if he could use a million frog legs. The restaurant owner was shocked and asked the man where he could get so many frog legs. The farmer replied, there is a pond near my house that is full of frogs, millions of them. They all croak all night long and they are about to make me crazy. So the restaurant owner and the farmer made an agreement that the farmer would deliver frogs to the restaurant 500 at a time for the next 7 weeks. The first week, the farmer returned to the restaurant looking rather sheepish with two scrawny little frogs. The restaurant owner said, well, where are all the frogs? The farmer said, I was mistaken. There were only these two frogs in the pond, but they sure were making a lot of noise. Next time you hear somebody criticizing or making fun of you, remember it is probably just a couple of noisy frogs. Also, remember that problems always seem bigger in the dark. Have you ever laid in your bed at night worrying about things which seem almost overwhelming, like a million frogs croaking? Chances are pretty good that when the morning comes and you take a closer look, you will wonder what all the fuss was about.